Hello, welcome back to DPI English, and as promised, we're going to talk a bit about the new face of Ballon d'Or, in which it feels like it's a boundary-breaking moment because Rodri's historic win of the Ballon d'Or has somewhat changed our view of this award, because sometimes we see that this award has traditionally gone to forwards and goal scorers, but this time Rodri has finally got the chance to win it. Do you think that it's a groundbreaking moment, or is it just another day for Adiani?
First of all, the theme of the award is running low now.
Oh, okay.
A lot of controversial
Okay.
situations surrounding the Ballon d'Or and the winners. This is actually the first Premier League player since 2008
Yeah.
to
Ronaldo.
win such an award. But I think Rodri's performances last season, the season before the Euros, was even better.
Yeah.
But he didn't get a mention because he only plays for Man City.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, Spain wins something with him driving the squad. And
Yeah.
now he wins the Ballon d'Or. So another strange decision from Ballon d'Or. I'm maybe with the Real Madrid part
Contingent.
of
Ah.
not agreeing with their decision.
Yeah,
But for Rodri, fair play to him. A great season. He tops it up with a win at the Euros. But the season before, I think, winning the treble with Manchester City, that was even more beautiful, more special.
Yeah.
And I think the way he plays in that season,
Yep.
remarkable. But no mention of him winning Ballon d'Or. That
I
season.
remember we talked about this on the previous episode. If you mentioned Fini,
That's my guy.
right?
Yeah.
And Aldi was actually rooting for Rodri.
Rodri,
So
yeah.
Yeah,
what do you think? What do you
but
think?
For
What's
Rodri
good to see?
winning, I think it's also it's okay.
Yeah.
But you have to consider the season before and
Yeah.
then what Fini brings to the table
Yeah.
in terms of the quality of play
Yeah.
and the body of work in that certain amount of time where
Yeah.
the voting took place, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So again, it's a great debate, I think, with
It
Ballon d'Or.
was.
Yeah.
It was pretty heated.
And I think, and I think with Real Madrid, I think they initially
Okay,
thought,
first of all, I think it's wrong for Real not to come.
just
You
to
guys know.
straighten things up, right? Yeah.
Straight
although
things
I
up.
went with Fini, but still not coming. Come
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although I don't like the Ballon d'Or, but still, come on.
Yeah, that's the strange situation here, because the way Real Madrid reacted to their own compatriot. I mean, a player
Are
from
they
their
gonna
own-
make a super Ballon d'Or
The
like the
Super Ballon
Super
d'Or,
League
yeah.
that failed before?
Yeah, people connecting it with the way that Real Madrid and UEFA has that strained relationship after the European Super Leagues,
Yeah.
and then now Real Madrid accuses UEFA of meddling with the voting system, even though this is like a voting from 100 journalists from Europe's top 100 nations who came in to vote, even though UEFA for the first time, like they are involved.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly how they are involved, but for Rodri winning it, yeah, I think his performances with the national team counts a lot, even though I agree with Adi, maybe
True.
the year before he made much more impact. Now Rodri became the first Spaniard since Luis Suarez, not that one from, even though he's from Barcelona, also
Yeah.
from the 1960s to
That Luis
one
Suarez
this-
has great hair.
that one,
Yeah.
yeah.
The
He's
original Luis
the
Suarez.
original Luis
Not the
Suarez,
bitey
who
one.
also played for
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Barcelona, yeah. But yeah, I think that triumph with the Spain national team, that counts a lot for the perception of the voters of how this award should go to, because Real Madrid and Vini, especially, I think it's 24 goals and 15 assists
Yes.
in all competition last
Yeah.
season, leading the line for Madrid in their way to glory in the Champions League. But I think his performances, because the Copa America and the Euro is on at the same time,
Same
people
time,
will people will compare the performances between the
performances,
two nations
true.
also. And when Brazil went out that easily against, I
Yeah.
think Uruguay,
Uruguay.
in the quarters, when Vini doesn't even play in that game because he's got that suspension. I think that translates a lot into how people perceive how the Ballon d'Or votes should be. And with the Real Madrid players, like with Bellingham and everything, I think there's a split vote there. Maybe more people vote
Yeah.
for Bellingham and everything, because if England won the Euros,
Euros.
I think Bellingham
Yeah,
will
it's gonna
got
change.
that. It's
Yeah,
gonna
it's gonna
change
change the result for
dramatically.
sure.
Even though as of this time we still don't know the exact composition of the
Yeah.
votes, because I think UEFA will only release it on the 9th of November, I think. Yeah, after that we're gonna know how much the difference is
Yeah.
between Rodri and Vini. But I think Paul Kubarsi said in his interview in with El Mundo, I think he said that it's not that different.
Yeah.
It's not that much of a difference. I don't know if he got the numbers or everything. But before that, there's a leak in the English media that says Vinicius has won it with quite a few difference from Rodri, because I don't know if that leak was a hoax or not. But apparently, with the official announcement that Rodri has won it, yeah. So I think we also have to remember that Rodri only lost one game last season, the
Yeah.
whole of
True.
last season, 50
True.
games, and he only lost that FA Cup final. So yeah, even though the year before he is more productive, but I think with maybe that this year is to repay for what he didn't win last year, I think.
Yeah, kinda. And I mean, despite all the drama, don't you think that the shift in recognition for defensive midfielders is a good thing? I mean, we can see now that we currently have a trend of more versatile, multidimensional players being acknowledged beyond goal tallies.
Yeah, I think the way Rodri plays, the control that he gives to Manchester City, to Spain, not just playing in that deep role, but I think acting as the one who starts the attack after breaking it, and then the quick release of the football from him, the touches that he makes, and I think the range of passing. That is just brilliant from Rodri, and I think this is the difference maker in a match for the likes of Man City and Spain. But if you talk about Rodri, then you have to talk about Busquets. You have to talk
Yeah.
about Toni
True.
Kroos,
Yeah.
phenoms,
Modric.
Yeah.
superstars in that same role as Rodri. So you have to mention those two players, including Luka Modric is also brilliant.
Yeah.
So I think for Rodri, the way that he plays, and I think the impact as well. We know from Euro '96, Matthias Sammer won it, won the Ballon d'Or after the Euros in England, and then we can see Fabio Cannavaro winning it. So
2006.
a few defenders, a midfielder, as a fresh change, a fresh mix from the typical striker with the goals.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I always have a soft spot for those ball-winning midfielders, especially those deep-lying midfielders, because they are central to the team in that they are almost maybe never got that spotlight compared to the goal scorers. We know from the time in the early 2000s when Claude Makalele being that central figure in Real Madrid's first Galactico
that is
squad.
also a name worth mentioning.
Yeah,
Yes.
worth mentioning.
There was a time in football where clubs are looking for a Claude Makalele position, because Makalele was so good.
So good.
Yeah.
Without the ball and trying to set traps for the opponents, and then Didier Deschamps as well. But the difference between Makalele, Didier Deschamps, and let me talk about how Madrid treats Makalele for another episode. So now,
That is good.
and Esteban Cambiaso
Esteban
as well.
Cambiaso.
Okay,
Real
we're
Madrid very
requesting-
horrible at treating legends.
We're requesting a new topic for the
Yeah.
next episode, so
and
please.
now we go back to the deep lying midfielder.
Yeah.
The
And now they lost to a deep lying midfielder.
yeah. The difference with Rodri, I think, is
Yeah.
he's also involved in scoring crucial goals.
Yeah.
Playing for Villarreal,
Yeah.
playing for Atleti, for Man City, scores a lot of goals from his position.
I think his goal tally is better than what we initially
of
thought,
course,
right? Yeah.
and the matches as well. Key
Yeah.
matches when City is
He's on a deadlock.
on a deadlock,
True.
looking for a player to step up, and Rodri always is the guy. He likes to take control of the ball, takes the responsibility going forward as well. So I think that is a difference for Rodri, and fair play to him winning the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah, he does have that composure when it's time for him to step up. Reverse that a bit. Okay, he does have that composure when he needs to step up.
That's
See, what's wrong with my tongue? 50.000 nih bayar. Anyway, moving on. Speaking of Ballon d'Or, is it because of Messi and Ronaldo that people usually think that the award should go to forwards and goal scorers?
Well,
Yeah, because some people still ask me to this day that isn't the one who win Ballon d'Or supposed to be the one with most goals?
That's a
no,
golden boot.
That's a
winner.
golden boot winner. Yeah,
That's
Harry Kane.
between
I know,
Mbappe
I know,
and
right?
Harry Kane.
That's Gerd Muller's trophy.
Even
yeah.
for Harry Kane, sharing an
Yeah.
award,
Sharing an
not
award.
winning it, truly
Sharing
a
an award.
sad moment for Harry. I love Harry, but again,
Yeah. Again,
Yeah.
do you think it's because of Messi and Ronaldo? Back to the previous question.
Yeah, no, but it's because for the last decade
Yeah.
we are in this era of maybe the two greatest players to ever play side by side.
Yeah.
To have that rivalry on the same generation with that much longevity. When we see them right now, they're still playing in their respective leagues, still making their teams one of the big favorites for the league. So yeah, I think they are on a stratospheric levels of different kind of players in the past 14 years. So yeah, I think it's wajar for the attention to go to them.
Yeah.
But now we are entering a new era. Of
True.
course, we know that since maybe 2-3 seasons ago that
Yeah.
when Messi and when Messi left Barcelona, especially the era is coming to an end.
Yeah.
We are looking for that new Messi and Ronaldo. Maybe we are looking about Mbappe and Haaland. Haaland has that big handicap where Norway cannot
Yeah.
be possibly have
He
a
can't reach
chance
the Euros
of
or the World Cup.
he can't even reach the Euros, let alone
Yeah.
winning it.
not since the days of Torre Andre Flo back in
Yeah,
98.
back in '98, yeah. But maybe Mbappe with his France team, but we saw in Euro 2024 how poor they are and how poor the performances of France were in 2024. Only one goal from open play, if
Yep.
I'm not mistaken.
Broke his
Mbappe
nose.
Yeah.
broke his nose in the first game, against Austria.
Austria, yeah.
So yeah, maybe with the award being as it is, with Adi saying who the names who won it, Cannavaro, Samar, they all won it on the back of a great campaign with their national team. So
Yeah.
maybe this award leans heavily on that. So yeah, in the future, I don't know about Holland,
Yeah.
Mbappe maybe, but yeah, we never know.
Do we have them though? The future Messi and Ronaldo. Do we have them already?
People are hoping for a long contest between Erling Haaland and Kylian Mbappe,
Right,
but it's not happening
right.
in terms of the national side situation for Haaland. We have to cherish the moment with Leo Messi and Cristiano
Yeah.
Ronaldo.
Yeah.
It's now past us.
Yeah.
Great times, whole
Sadly.
decade more.
Yeah.
A very long, great
Yeah.
fight. Tussle between the two,
Yeah.
a lot of respect as well
Yes.
in terms of trying to get the Ballon d'Or. But now it's time for a change, and this is something very fresh with a winner from midfield. And football has changed, and now a lot of situations are very clinical and critical in that midfield area. So
Yeah.
I think there will going to be a lot of new midfielders coming
Yeah.
forward to become future Ballon d'Or winners, and let's just wait and see who's going to
Yeah.
be the next winner. Or maybe Rodri can dominate for the next
Couple of
few
years.
Ballon d'Or, but
Yeah.
sadly he's injured right
He's
now.
injured, yeah.
Yeah.
Chill. And there's still this possibility of Holland playing with Mbappe
In Real.
in Real, yeah, because Holland always says that he wants to play in Spain,
Yeah.
and that is with Real Madrid. So there's that possibility. And for the last 40 years, there is no possibility whatsoever of Messi playing alongside Ronaldo. So that's one of the difference in this new era.
All right, that wraps up our discussion on Rodri's groundbreaking Ballon d'Or win. It's not every day that we see a midfielder, especially one without a focus on scoring, take home such a prestigious award. But there you have it. We still have quite an interesting topic to talk about, but we're gonna go on a little break. So stay tuned with us.